Hello everyone, last night I got to see the newest Pixar animated movie, which is A Good Dinosaur. This is the second Pixar movie that came out this year, and the first one that came out of Pixar this year was Inside Out, that came out in June. I made 2 videos of that movie. I'm one of the very few people who didn't really like Inside Out. It didn't really get to me. I didn't like the message. I don't mind the message, but the way they proceeded the message, now that was really contradictory. Whatever. So, going into this movie, I was very skeptical about it. Mainly because I have strong feelings how certain studios would tackle certain subjects, especially if it's Disney or Pixar or DreamWorks or whatever it may be in the subject matter. It was dinosaurs or fantasy or science or something like that. It always depends on its own approach. That's a factor there. And again, what I would say is, in the end, do you like this movie? Yes, I liked it. I probably do kind of prefer this a little bit more than Inside Out, mainly because my expectations were rock bottom. But I thought it was good. Ergo, The Good Dinosaur. I know it's silly. But I really did like the animation. Okay, what's the story of this movie? Well, essentially the story is that this dinosaur named this, well, essentially this young little Apatosaurus named Thunderclap, essentially voiced by Steve Zahn, essentially comes across this little kid and tries to bring him off, and they go on this big, expensive type of journey, big epic type of journey like that, and they come across a lot of big highlights across the, and it always goes through the message of what if the asteroid never hit Earth? What if humans lived alongside dinosaurs in this? And I think the concept is ridiculous and stupid, but it's cute, and it kind of does sell it a good amount of times. It sells the emotional weight that it carries. The emotional moments, when they do happen, they feel strong, they feel powerful, they feel genuine, they feel earned, and I thought they were good. The animation, while distracting, was very good. I really want to applaud the animation directors for it. It's not done badly, but I'll get to that when I get to that. The voice acting, I like how they didn't go. I'm glad they didn't make it too big Hollywood guys, like cast Amy Poehler or Chris Pratt, which, funny enough, those two are married, or whatever big brother, or Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise or whatever big actor today. And I'm glad they kept it smaller instead of I could definitely tell that was Frances McDormand voicing the main character. And don't get me wrong, she was good, but I'm like, I like how they kept the cast small. And I kept the intimacy nice, even though like with Inside Out, that had big cast, like Amy Poehler, Bill Hader, Lewis Black, a bunch of big voice actors. And I like a lot of this movie, but I think, I'm sorry if you don't like it, I don't care. But it's kind of the same thing with Inside Out. It's the subject matter and how they approach it. They don't directly approach it in a weird way, but they do approach it very much in the style of, what if the asteroid had never hit Earth? What if it never killed out the dinosaurs? I'm like, okay, cool, fine, going from that perspective. I'm like, alright, but with all responsibilities here, if you're going to take a theoretical perspective on something, don't you want to, I don't know, don't you want to make it, I'm sorry, don't you want to, like, taking something from a theoretical perspective, like, what if this asteroid never hit Earth and by the on dinosaurs, what if that never happened? I'm like, okay, cool, fine, interesting. Don't approach it from a studio's perspective, especially if you make that for families and kids. Like, granted, if you're going to do that, I don't want to be an asshole, or I don't want to be the person who tells them what not to do. But at the very least, approach it, if you're going to approach a certain, like I said before, if you're going to approach a certain subject material in a certain way, then you gotta go full out or don't do it at all. And that's one of my biggest problems with this movie, is because it's dinosaurs. And I love dinosaurs, and granted, we've seen some dinosaur movie stuff before, like Ice Age, and I loved Ice Age, and the Disney dinosaur movie, which I really enjoy. I mean the best movie of Disney, but that's fine. I like that one fine. And The Land Before Time, that's one of my all-time favorite movies, and they approached to subject materials in an interesting way. And I think all these movies have in connection with each other is that they all involve around animals or dinosaurs that kind of do talk, and that is funny, that is cute, it's done in a certain way. But in this movie, they're taking it from a theoretical perspective. So, okay, theoretically speaking, from their perspective, if they never hit Earth, why are you approaching it in its subject material that's towards children? If you're going to show this for kids, alright, don't play down anything. And I'm not saying they're not playing it down, like insulting their intelligence or anything. I'm saying, like, whenever you make anything for kids, you kind of, I won't say they do dumb it down, but they do kind of lower it in a certain way so that kids can approach it easier. They need a bit more of an easier approach, because people who are older, like 16 and up, can approach certain quicker material a bit more faster and a bit more convincingly. But like I said before, when you make stuff for kids, you kind of do tend to bring it down a little bit more, the notches of it a little bit down. And in a certain way, I feel like I wish Pixar didn't take this subject material from this perspective. It's like, okay, take it from this perspective. What if it never hit Earth? And I'm like, okay, fine. Then why are you making them talk like humans? If you're going to take a theoretical perspective on something, show it in a theoretical perspective. Don't downplay it. Don't show it for kids. And if you are going to do it for kids, don't downplay it. Show it realistically, or don't do it at all. And this one, I know some people would say, it's a fucking movie, turn your brain off. But this is Pixar, and you've got to approach it like any movie ever, like a critic. Unless it's in tone, and this movie's tone is really mixed, and thankfully I'm not alone on this. The tone and okay, I'll approach the effects and the tone, all that now. The CG animation style is good. It's really good. When you see the dinosaurs, they're really funny, they're really cute, they're quite exaggerated, a bit comic-like. I like that. It's cute. It's well done for kids. I'm like, okay, fine, you got that. If you're gonna do that, then you should kind of take that same angle on the environments, right? Make the trees kind of look like that. Make the mountains look like that. But no, they're super realistic. They're almost photorealistic. I'm like, okay, if you're going to take that perspective on the environment, why aren't you doing that with the dinosaurs? And people would say, well, if they did that, then it would be, they're walking with Dinosaur Speedy, and I know how much I fucking hate that movie. Whatever. I'm sorry. But it works. For some reason, I found it very compelling in a weird way. And I know I've been saying a lot of negative things with the movie, but there's some really strong things. Like, the animation is beautiful. I'm sorry, okay. The animation is beautiful. The music composition is fantastic. The animation, while distracting and it doesn't mesh together well, you have two opposites, it's like they are still greatly pleasing to the eye, and they don't let you down. And the story is much more creative than Inside Out. And people love Inside Out, and that's fine if you do, but I don't care who you are. A lot of people are saying Inside Out is so original. It's not. Even the biggest of fans of that movie admit it's not original, which is not a bad thing, but it's something if it's being built in a certain way. It's like, it's so original, it's not by fucking definition. It's not. Sorry. Inside Out, either you like it or not, it's not original. Like, haven't you seen certain things before, like Osmosis Jones, or really terrible sitcom from the 90s? Herman's Head, that's what it's called. I'm sorry. I just can't get enough why I don't like it. I can't stress enough why I don't like Inside Out. I just really don't. It's the way they approach the subject material. This is a really good dinosaur. But the emotional moments do feel earned. The pacing is good. I loved the last 30 minutes are straight up beautiful. I love that part of the movie. I thought it was genuinely moving. I thought it was really, really well done. Great voice work. I really enjoyed a lot of good things with this movie, but the tone is really weird, and the effects are very distracting. And again, same thing with Inside Out. It's the way they approach the subject material, especially in both theory and perspective, and especially if you're going to make it for children. In my opinion, this movie is a bit of a mess. But in the end, I was a bit more taken back by this movie than Inside Out, which some people will think is pretty incredible to say. I mean, crazy to say. But yeah, that is just how I feel on this movie as a whole. And to be honest, people were saying this is not as good as Pixar Inside Out. Then again, I just don't like Inside Out. But I like this a little bit more than Inside Out. I just think it took a bit more of a creative chance. Had better animation? I don't know. For sure, better animation. But the emotion was felt more earned. And the subject material was a bit more fun for the sake of it. But as a whole, I found this movie was pretty confused. It was a bit of a mess in my opinion. But overall, in my opinion, it was still a relatively good movie with good intentions, good heart, and very good things for it. Despite all those bad things against it, in my opinion. But in the end, it's a confused movie, in my own opinion. And in the end, I'm going to give this movie a 65%. That's my final rating for this movie. Everyone, I really hope you enjoyed my review of The Good Dinosaur. I really do hope you enjoy it. In the end, I would like to, if you younger, what I'm saying in this video, everyone, from what I'm saying in this video, that all this is just from my perspective. It's just from my experience of the movie. You don't have to feel the same way, and if you do, more power to you. If you don't, more power to you. But in the end, this is just how I feel about Pixar recently. They have just been making not that great films. Which I don't know. In the end, that is just how I feel about this current movie, and that's my rating. That's my rating, and that's my review for this movie. Everyone, really do hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching as always. And I'll see you in the future for more videos. As always, till then, everyone, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future for more videos as always. Till then, bye. I'm exhausted.